Hi friends and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my fall TBR. Disclaimer first, I'm trying out some new settings on the camera with like white balance and color balance. Let me know what you think of it. I feel like this is good. It might look a bit colder, but I feel like it's gonna be more stable because I've had an issue where if I hold up a blue book, I turn red. We will actually try that later on because I will be holding up a blue book. Let me know if we like these settings. Welcome to my fall TBR. Making TBRs is one of the most fun videos to make. I feel like I really enjoy making my monthly TBRs, filming them, editing them, planning them, all of it. But having a monthly TBR is messing it up for me a bit in my reading currently, or I'm not working well with a monthly TBR at the moment because I can't keep up with my monthly TBRs. Most of this year I've had books roll over into the next month, into the next month, into the next month. I thought I would make an attempt to do more of a seasonal TBR or talk more about some of my upcoming reading plans, but not restrict myself by having a fully planned TBR, if that's making sense. And that is because I want to allow myself the space to make more fun content. I would love to make more reading vlogs, dedicated reading vlogs, randomizing my shelves, things like that. We will talk about some of my ideas. But I can't always do that because I feel restricted by my TBR and that I should read what I said I would read in my TBR video instead of taking the time to read whatever I want. And I feel like I've been a bit more mood ready these last few years, so I want to embrace that more and allow myself the space to read whatever I want, but still have sort of an idea of where we're going. We're trying this out. I'm making this fall TBR for the next 3 months then, what I'm hoping to read. I'm not saying that I won't make a dedicated October TBR or November TBR. That might very well happen. We're starting out like this and we'll see where it takes us. So that is why I'm doing this fall TBR thing. One thing I had to plan in advance in order to make this video were the book club books. The book club books for the Spinebreaker Book Club. Spinebreaker Book Club is a book club I'm hosting. I believe it's currently a one-woman show, but I have created it. We have the space for it if we want it. You can find it on Instagram, on Fable. I will link it all down below. So I thought that in this video I could actually announce the upcoming 3 books for this book club. We have the September book, October book, and November book. Let's start with the September book. And this one I am incredibly excited for actually, because most of these, or basically all of these book club picks are for me. But September is even more for me because September is my birthday month and I thought that I wanted to pick something that feels like me and represent me. The theme for September is rule breaker, meaning that the book can be anything. It doesn't really need to work with a theme. And the book we're gonna read in September is The Lights of Prague by Nicole Jarvis. There's multiple reasons why I feel like this is the perfect fit for me. This is a book I was gifted a few years ago and they gave it to me because the book made them think of me and I sort of feel the same way. So let's hear it. First of all, the colors. Red, white and black. Basically my color scheme. My favorite color is red and I tend to dress and use these colors for most things. Second, Prague. I have family from Czech Republic. My mom is from Czech Republic. I go to Prague quite often, so we have that relation there. Third thing is, it's basically about vampires. I'm a vampire girly. I'm a Twilight girly mainly. This book is a representation of me, just like based on those more aesthetic and superficial things. Regarding the book itself, it's fantasy/historical fiction. A refreshing historical fantasy about class and the hunger for power. Fantasy fans will gobble up this moody philosophical adventure. And then it says, in the quiet streets of Prague, all manner of mysterious creatures lurk in the shadows. Unbeknownst to its citizens, their only hope against the tide of predators are the dauntless lamplighters, secret elite monster hunters whose light staves off the darkness each night. Domek Miska leads a life teeming with fraught encounters with the worst kind of evil, Pijavice, bloodthirsty and soulless vampiric creatures. Despite this, Domek finds solace in his moments spent in the company of his friend, the clever and beautiful Lady Ora Fischerova, a widow with secrets of her own. So we have the Prague Castle, and we have like these Czech names. and vampires, and I'm excited. I feel like this is gonna be a good time. I don't know if I will love it. It's a great representation of me, Charlotte, in the month of September, so that's why I picked this book. For October, the theme is Spinebreaker, so we will finally have made a lap around the themes and we will be restarting with Spinebreaker. And for October, we will be reading Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Same author as the one who wrote The Martian. I know many people have read this already and love it. This is actually a borrowed copy from one of my colleagues who really enjoys this. I've had it for a while and I feel like I just need to get to it. I'm planning it for fall. Planning it for the book club just feels right. Yeah, and it's a Spinebreaker because it's long. This one is closer to 500 pages, this edition, so I feel like that counts as a Spinebreaker. As with most of Andy Weir's stories, I believe this is about a man that is alone in space, but let's read the premise a tad bit. A lone astronaut, an impossible mission, an ally he never imagined. Ryland Grace is the sole survivor on a desperate last chance mission, and if he fails, humanity and Earth itself will perish. Except that right now he doesn't know that. He can't even remember his own name, let alone the nature of his assignment or how to complete it. All he knows is that he's been asleep for a very, very long time, and he's just been awakened to find himself millions of miles from home with nothing but 2 corpses for company. I'm gonna leave it there, but yeah, October's pick. I think this can be good. And finally, November pick. November's theme is Heartbreaker. So I had a look on my bookcase for something sad, and I had some options, but then I realized a book that is on my books to read in 2025. And also another good representation of me, I feel like. Because in November we are reading A Man Called Ove. This is the Swedish edition and it's also the Jubilee edition. I have read the book before as a preface, but I have not read this Jubilee edition and I really want to do that. This is what's on my 25 books to read in 2025, this Jubilee edition. But I also thought that it would be a great opportunity that if you have heard me talk about Fredrik Backman's books before, especially this summer with the release of his latest book, this is a great opportunity for you to join in and read a Fredrik Backman book if you haven't, or if you, just like me, have been meaning to reread A Man Called Ove. This is the opportunity for that as well. But basically, A Man Called Ove is about this older man, this elderly man, and he lives by himself. He's a man of like routine. He does things a specific way. And we sort of just get to know his life story, how he ended up where he is. And we also see him interact with his neighbors and neighborhood quite a lot. And he's sort of like this grumpy man. But you learn why he is that way and you come to love him. And it's definitely a character study. And it's just a beautiful story. I adore it. And I'm very excited to reread it. It's about time. And this Jubilee edition have a bunch of like additional pages from the author with like author comments about where he got the inspiration for certain characters or scenes or things like that, or perhaps anecdotes from his own life. Just look at the camera now. I'm not turning red. That's a win. I'm not turning red. If I had had my old color settings, I would be red as that lamp right now, but I'm not. That's great. Awesome, so these are the 3 Spinebreaker book club books for this fall, September, October, November. Let's now talk about some other books I'm hoping to read. As you know, I'm also doing the Buzzword-a-thon challenges this year, both the title challenge and the cover challenge, and I feel like this fall will be dedicated to catching up on the months I have missed. I will catch up on those I haven't done yet, but also, of course, I need to keep up with September, October, November. I have only planned my reads for September. I have not yet planned them for October, November. That would sort of defeat the purpose of this being a bit more go with the flow, sort of TBR vibes, and allowing myself the space to do other things and then incorporate that with the challenges and stuff. So for the standard Buzzword-a-thon challenge, the September challenge is events. So you need to read a book where the title has some sort of event in it. I didn't have that many options for this one. I had a few, but I feel like this is the best fit, and it's also a shorter book, which is great. And I'm going for The Trial by Franz Kafka. It's some sort of an event, right? A trial is an event. It's an happening. It's something you're attending. A bit of a classic, not too long though. This is like 200 pages. It is the terrifying tale of Joseph K., a respectable functionary in a bank who is suddenly arrested and must defend his innocence against a charge about which he can get no information. It's a lot of text. You see, it's like up and down. Pages filled. And for the cover Buzzwordathon challenge, the prompt for September is foliage. Is that how you pronounce it? Foliage. So like leaves and stuff, if I understand correctly. And I have two options for this one. I haven't decided yet, but I'm pretty certain it's gonna be either one of these two. We have The Book of the Most Precious Substance by Sarah Gran, and this has like leaves and autumn themes on it and things like that. This is, I think, like a bit of a horror, mystery, speculative, quiet horror sort of book. Maybe? It's about a rare book dealer who has been given a tip-off about the Book of the Most Precious Substance, rumored to be the most powerful occult book ever written. With some of the world's wealthiest people willing to pay a fortune for it, she embarks on a journey from New York to New Orleans to Munich to Paris, knowing that it could also help erase the greatest tragedy of her life. But does the book really exist, or will Lily lose everything in search of a ghost? Good September book as well. Second option is When Women Were Dragons, and once again we have like some leaves, a bunch of flowers and things on it, also eyes, also like reptiles. And this is in a world where girls and women are taught to be quiet, the dragons inside them are about to be set free, and nothing will ever be the same. When hundreds of thousands of ordinary women sprout wings, scales and talons and take to the skies in a blaze of fire and fury, Alex Green is one of those left behind. And no one will talk about what happened. Best forgotten, everyone says. But Alex can't forget, nor does she want to. Once again, a bit of a historical fantasy, a feminist book. Could be interesting. I feel like both of them work. So those are the September challenges. Just to mention October, the title challenge for October is Violent Words. And the cover for that should be something with a weapon on it. And for November's title challenge, the title needs to include the word never. And the cover needs to have a food and or drink on it. So those are sort of my reading plans as of now. I also think I will have some other books I need to read, like my book club book with my friends. We haven't decided on our next read. We're about to meet up for Emily Wilde. So we will decide after our next meetup what our fall book will be, or the book for the next 2 months. And I'm certain that things will pop up. But let's talk a bit about what I'm hoping to read this fall as well. I don't know if it's gonna be September or October or November, but I'm just hoping that I can do this. We have some new releases. Some new releases that I am yet to own, but I'm working on it. Atmosphere, which I have not read yet or purchased yet, but I really badly want to read this one. Probably the next time I go book shopping, I will make an attempt to pick it up. Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. This is a pre-order. It's on its way to me as of right now because I ordered a special edition from Illumicrate. I really want to read this one. Same thing with Catabasis. How do you say that? I have forgotten the correct way now. But I also have a pre-order of a special edition for that one, so that one will probably arrive sometime in September. Speaking of Catabasis, I had initially planned or hoped that I would be able to read a few books in preparation for that. I have not yet done that. Those books were The Canterbury Tales, Piranesi, Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. I think there are a few others, like The Odyssey maybe. I had this idea that I would make a video of like reading all of the required books before getting to Catabasis. I can still do that, so maybe. I don't know, that's an idea. That's just something that's floating around in the back of my head. Also, of course, I need to get to 3 Shattered Souls. I want to make my next rant video about this series. I have not yet read it, which is criminal, but as mentioned, I've had so many books roll over from previous TBRs, and I've had to focus on them either for book clubs or like the Hunger Games. I had to read that and then some other ideas for just like videos or reading I would like to get done. I would love to make a video where I just try and wrap up some of my current reads. My current reads on Goodreads is, I think, about 20 books long, which is insanity because I might be actively reading like 3 of them, not all 20. Many of them I am like a third through or even a halfway through, so maybe making a dedicated video where I just try to wrap up some of those current reads would be good, just to knock some books off, I feel like. So that's a thing I really badly want to do. On the same sort of topic of just going through books quicker, I would like to make a video about reading the shortest books on my TBR, just because it would be easier than reading longer books. Easier to get that into a video at a reasonable length of time, I feel like, if that's making sense. I also really badly need to read House of Leaves. I pulled this for the August TBR, I randomized it, and I believe I promised that by the end of this year I will have read this. So I need to get a start on this. I'm not gonna film it or anything like that, but I really need to get into it. Just get into the habit of reading this one. I can read it in parallel with other books, but I feel like I need to make it a habit to sit down at home and read House of Leaves. Speaking of randomization, I would love to make more videos where I randomize the books I read, randomize a shelf, randomize a specific book as well, randomize from my Goodreads want to read list and just sort of get through that one as well. I would just love to randomize more. I never really have the time or the space to do that with my extremely set TBR. I have plenty of library books I need to get through. I can show you the stack. I just put a bunch of books on hold at the library and they all got to me around the same time, and now I honestly want to read all of them. I'm not sure if I will be able to, but once again, this is giving me the space to do so. Here's the stack. This is the stack of books I have picked up so far. Might come more books, I don't know. These are all quite popular books. We also have some series continuations. One idea I've had is that maybe I should do like a read the first chapter of the book sort of thing with these and see if I really want to read them or not. Because I went for some popular titles like Icebreaker, One Dark Window, Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone, The Maid, or Infinite Fates. And I've also considered picking up like Quicksilver, Silver Elite, The Ballad of Never After, and Good Girl Bad Blood are just series continuations that I'm really interested in, so those I will definitely try and get to. I'm curious about all of these, but I'm not certain if I will be able to read all of them, so maybe I should do like a try a chapter thing, maybe. Let me know if you would like that. Something I would like is actually to reread Twilight. It's been ages since I read Twilight, and having recently reread The Hunger Games and like fully annotating it and stuff, I sort of want to do something similar with the Twilight Saga books. I don't think I will annotate them as hard, but I definitely want to tab them. Tab my favorite moments, favorite quotes, like this is just gonna be, instead of like exploring themes the way I did in The Hunger Games, it would just be me feeling like I'm 13 again and fangirl over scenes and quotes and all of that. And I really want to do that, and I feel like fall is the perfect time to do that. And also this year Twilight is having their 20th year anniversary of being like a published book, and I just really want to reread the Twilight books. I've been saying it for years and I've never gotten to it. But yeah, that's something I really badly want to do. I would love to make a vlog where my music decides my TBR. So maybe where I randomize a song and based on that song pick a book. That's something I have had as an idea for a really long time. Yeah, just things like that. Allow myself to mood read more, allow myself to explore video ideas more, or not allow myself, but give myself the space to explore certain video ideas more. I feel like this is a good move on my side. I guess that's a bit of a preview on what's to come this fall. Hopefully, if everything goes well, we will see how it plays out. We're currently still in the middle of August of when I'm filming this. So like I'm still very excited about my August TBR. I am getting quite excited about my September TBR, especially the Spinebreaker Book Club book. Like the vibe of it is what I'm excited about. Excited about the book club picks, excited about the September TBRs, all of the Buzzword-a-thon challenges, and then hopefully about all of the reading vlogs I will be able to make. Yay! That's this video. Let me know what your reading plans are for this fall. If you have any, I would love to hear about them. Also let me know what you thought of, once again, the coloring and like the settings of this video. And also the video ideas that I mentioned. Are they good ideas, bad ideas, interesting? The different types of reading vlogs, like the library one, maybe a Twilight one. I don't know if that's interesting for you. It would be fun for me. Let me know any opinions you might have about anything. Feel free to share them. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please take care and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!